All right, my friends, how are you today? Aaron here bringing you daily horoscope for Saturday, the 24th of July, 2021. Got the moon moving through the early to middle degrees of the sign of Aquarius. And between 7 a.m. and about 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the moon is going to be creating not only a conjunction to Saturn, but it's creating a sextile to the south node in Sagittarius and a trine over there to fellow air sign north node in Gemini. Let me show you what that looks like. We could talk about it. This is one of the major elements of this day. We're releasing, letting go. We're seeking, moving forward, seeking new knowledge, seeking new information. We're releasing knowledge from the past that no longer serves the future that we are headed toward. Now, collectively, moving out of the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius is a big step for humanity. We have to let go of belief on one hand. We have to have belief, but when it comes to the ideologies, when it comes to religion, when it comes to philosophies, when it comes to educating the world, the community, the population, Aquarius, this is the connective collective consciousness, okay? When it comes to educating people, it's not just about belief. We have to look at reality of situations. We can fool ourselves. We can lie to ourselves a lot. You know, it's like when we talk about astrotheology, and I talk about this a lot because this is one of my main things of why I'm into astrology, and I talk about this with people. It's like when we look at these old, it's like people don't believe in Ra. People don't believe that Horus ever existed. People don't believe that Hercules ever existed. People don't believe, that Marduk and Tiamat, that these were flesh and blood people that existed that walked this earth. Or they didn't, and the same goes from exiting the age of Pisces, the belief of the personified sun deity of Jesus, the sun who walks on water. There's a certain sense of like when do we click? Humans don't walk on water. This is about a reflection of the sun, right? So, I don't want to get on a whole astrotheology kick, but at the same time, it's just like, when do we wake up? When do we look at what's real and take the accountability of information? Aquarius is about knowing. Pisces is about belief. So this is about knowing. We know that the sun, the light, the one light source of this planet, of our world, the one and only sun, without that light, human life would cease to exist, that walks on water, that has a reflection on water, that's baptized, that every day goes into the ocean. You know what I mean? Like these are allegories, these are all stories. So part of this is letting go of these old stories, seeking out this new information that might be challenging, that might be troubling to us, that might, it's just like, this isn't the information I was taught by my parents. This is information that I stumbled on while seeking my own truth, right? And this kind of ties in here with Mars still creating these septiles, fate and destined connection to Neptune in Pisces, septile over here to Uranus in Taurus, and Uranus in Taurus, septile to Neptune in Pisces. This is a really big deal. Uranus and Neptune just alone. Okay, this is what you believe. This is the ideas that are implanted in your mind. So they say that the Native Americans, when Christopher Columbus's ships were coming over to the United States, or to America, to this land that we called it at the time, that they couldn't recognize, they couldn't see the ships because they had no awareness of what a ship looked like. So to them, they couldn't see it. But once they became aware of what the ship was, and they could see them coming in. There's a bit of that. Because we don't see it, because we don't believe it, because we don't know it exists, we don't know what we're looking for, we don't know what we're looking at. And then eureka, boom, oh my God, there's a bunch of people here on these big wooden boats and sails, and okay, that's now we can identify this as a ship. Virgo, Venus in Virgo, like recognizing things for what they are. But Mars here is saying, I can lead This is extremely important. Mars says, I can lead. I can move forward. I have here Venus. This is my carrot dangling in front of my face. I know I want that carrot. I know I want that Twinkie dangling in front of me. I know I want whatever it is. I know that this is what I value, that this is what I'm going for. This is what I'm going after. And I can fearlessly move in that direction. I can move into this abyss. I can move into the unknown. I can move into... I'll stay there. The abyss and the unknown. Like we don't necessarily know. We have to have a certain sort of faith in our trajectory, like this setting it up, moving forward. And while doing so, it's just like we come across things in this time of adventure, if you will, that just shatters our world. That shatters knowledge, that shatters our preconceived awareness of what this world could be. And it's like faith is important, courageousness and stepping out, you showing up and saying yes, allowing. How many times can we want to judge a scenario before like it fully blooms? Like we want to judge, say, oh, that will never exist, that will never happen. And it's just like, well, give it time, water it, give it some light and love, and then your flower is going to blossom. So it's like saying, don't be afraid to allow these things to just kind of continue while still, it's like while we're busy doing work and doing everything else, the garden is doing the garden. The tree is still blossoming. Nature's still going to do what it is. So it's like we don't always have to have like this control over everything of us nitpicking and like it has to be me doing this. Is like sometimes when we step back and release a little bit, so that we can focus on what we need to focus on, the other things just kind of fall into place. The other things just kind of work out miraculously. Uranus, Taurus, creating these beautiful connections. Saturn connecting with the moon, saying yes, like how we're connecting with the community, how we're releasing, how we are learning, how we are putting ourselves out there to absorb this new knowledge, to seek this new possibility and this new truth is very important, because again, this is like the sky is the limit. And if we put ourselves in the box, then that's the box. It's like what is it, like a shark? If you put a shark in a fish tank, it can grow 8 inches. You put a shark in the water, it grows 8 feet. It's like we are so limited by the box that we create for ourselves. So we have this beautiful energy today. This is like, well, what environment, what atmosphere do we want to grow into? Our moon, this is how we value, this is what I need. I need a big ocean. I need a big, I want a big body of water. I don't want to be confined to a little puddle, right? So this is saying, okay, let's step up and let's take the necessary steps to make sure that we can put ourselves in a place where we can grow, where we can flourish, where we can fully be ourselves. Not being small. It's a big day, big energy. It's like this full moon into this Saturday, Sunday, and you follow me, I love when the moon is in Aquarius over the weekend, because it's always a great time to get together with the people that we care about, to get together with the people that we love. And with Venus and Virgo, this means that we're doing, not only doing stuff, but we're doing something for those people that we love. So this is a great time to, it's like get your friends together, go barbecue, go grill, go to the beach if you're in the northern hemisphere anyway. Sorry, my friends in down under. I don't know. What's the weather like? Tell me. Share with me. I love you. I wish you enough on this beautiful day, and we'll see you tomorrow.